Good morning, it's Gigi. I am getting ready to pop my sweet potatoes in a 350 degree oven, and when they are done, I will be back and we're going to make a sweet potato casserole. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Hey y'all, it's Gigi. Come on in, as promised. We're going to make a sweet potato casserole together, okay? So let's just get started and jump right in. I have baked in my oven, as you've seen in a little previous clip before I started. I lined my cast iron pan with some aluminum foil and covered it with aluminum foil just for the sake of easy cleanup. And these are just my leftovers from where I had my potatoes wrapped up, baked them in the oven. They baked, these are pretty good size baking sweet potatoes. So it took about an hour and a half for them to bake on 350. So all I'm gonna do is wrap this aluminum foil up, toss it in the trash, easy cleanup. Okay, so we'll move that out of the way. So what we have here is about 4 cups, still nice and warm, 4 cups of sweet potatoes. And to this, we're gonna add 1 cup of sugar, and to that, we're gonna add 1 stick of butter. And we're gonna add right at probably, I would say, 1/4 of a block of cream cheese. I have got 2 eggs that I have lightly beaten. Okay. And I have got 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. We want to get all that cream out of there. There you go. Okay. Let me make sure I've done this enough times that you know you'll still, I've been making this for years, but you know you'll still leave something out. So I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And guys, we're going to use our mixer and we're going to give this a mix until creamy. And I did have my cream cheese and my butter softened to room temperature. My eggs were also at room temperature. And guys, you just whip it until it's nice and creamy. And now I will be making I will be making 2 of these 2 different days. I'm taking this one, and I've just got an aluminum pan that I have greased. But what I'm going to be doing, first of all, I'm going to grab a spatula. But I'm going to be putting this one in this pan just for easy travel. I'm going to be taking it to a family dinner Thursday. And then Friday, when all of my kids and grandkids and parents and everything are here at our house, I'll be making another sweet potato. I'll do it exactly the same way. I'll just be making another one for us. This one's, and see, I take it in this pan. I don't have to worry about bringing it back. If anybody wants leftovers, they want to keep it, take it. Or if it's all gone, easy cleanup, just toss it. So, okay. So, guys, we have got that nice and creamed. We're going to be baking this at 350 degrees. And then it will bake probably for about 30 to 35 minutes. Smells heavenly. Okay, and then I'm just going to push this right over to the side. And so that we can make our topping for it, okay? So for our topping, we're gonna do 1/3 cup of melted butter. I've got 1/3 cup of flour. I've got 1 cup of packed brown sugar. And I'm going to be doing 1 cup of chopped pecans. Now this is only a 1/2 cup, so I will be doing another 1/2 cup. 1 cup of chopped pecans. Okay. We're going to give all of that a good mixture, mix together, just making a crumble for the top of our sweet potato souffle. Like I said, I've been making this for years. You can see how old and raggy my every now and then I have to look over there just to make sure that you would think as long and as many times as I've made it that I wouldn't even have to revert. But I like to look at it just to make sure, because you can get sidetracked, leave out your vanilla or an egg or something. So okay. Now I just get in there with my little fingers, and that way I can spread it evenly on the top instead of just dropping it in one big dollop, which is what would happen if I tried to pour it out of this measuring cup. This lets me just have better control. And do I have my oven? I do not have my oven preheating. Well, y'all know I'm the world's worst to forget that. I had planned to just leave it on because I baked my potatoes at 350 degrees and it would have already been preheated, but my husband and I ran out. We're having a smoked turkey for Thanksgiving, but my husband, every year his company gives him a gift card to the honey baked ham, and we always go get a spiral ham to have as well. So I turned the oven and everything off and just left the potatoes in my little cast iron pan with the lid on it so they would stay warm while I ran to town with him to the honey bake store. So that's why my oven's not. Make sure I got all of that. And I think I did. Let me give my hands a little rinse, guys. Sorry for the noise. And I just noticed that I may have been out of sight when I was doing that, and I apologize for that. Let me get me a fork though and just make sure there's no clumps and that everybody gets some crumble. All right, I've put the preheat on, so we'll do a recap really quick. I've got 4 cups of mashed up sweet potatoes that I baked in the oven for about an hour and a half on 350. Okay, so we smashed those up really good. 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, a tablespoon of vanilla, a half a cup or 1 stick of butter. And we mixed all that together. I greased this this pan, and poured all of that mixture in. We mixed it with our electric hand mixer until it was creamy. And I'm sorry, a quarter of a block of cream cheese and a third of a cup of heavy whipping cream. Mixed all that together until it was creamed. Poured it into our greased baking dish, and then for the top we just did a cup of 1 cup of packed brown sugar, a third of a cup of flour, a cup of chopped nuts, and 1/3 cup of melted butter. Mixed all of that in the topping and then sprinkled it on the top, evenly distributed it, and that's what we've got, guys. And we're gonna pop this just as soon as my timer goes off for my oven being preheated. I'll pop this in for about 30 minutes. I'll come back and I'll show you since I'm taking it somewhere, I'm not going to dig into it and sample it for you, but I will bring you back and show you once I take it out of the oven, okay? I'll see you in a bit. All right, y'all, our sweet potato souffle is out of the oven. It is piping hot, so I've got it sitting on my cutting board. It smells so good. Of course, like I told y'all, I'm not gonna cut into it or serve me any of it. I've had it 100 times. I know that it's delicious, but I'm taking this one somewhere, so I don't want to show up with it half eaten out of. But guys, it looks beautiful. It smells so good. And when it cools completely, I will cover it with aluminum foil. I will pop it in my refrigerator. I'm not gonna freeze it. It's gonna be fine in my refrigerator for one day. I'll be taking it with me tomorrow, so it'll be just fine. And then of course I will heat it up. Just pop it in the oven and heat it completely back through before serving it. But I know it's gonna be delicious. I always get a request to bring it, so that's what I'm taking with me to this family get together that I'm looking forward to. But I'm not gonna keep you. I've been in the kitchen a lot today cooking, so I'm a little bit tired on my feet and I'm ready to go rest for a little bit. But a good kind of tired. So when you're up cooking for your family, there's a joy in that exhaustion, okay? But anyhow, I won't keep you any longer. I just want to wish every one of you a happy Thanksgiving. May you be blessed this holiday season. And no matter where you're at, I pray that God's presence will be felt in your life. And if you're with your family, I pray that you will enjoy every second of it. Find somebody this week that you can show kindness and love to. Be the hands and feet of Jesus and his mouthpiece during this holiday season. Happy Thanksgiving from my home to yours. I love you guys, and I'll see you back again soon for another great recipe. Bye-bye.